So this is interactive media. We got Priscilla Renae.
Yes. Oh, you said it right.
Yeah.
Most people say Renee or Renea.
No, it's Priscilla Renae.
Yes.
I didn't even look that up. It's just, I think everybody should.
Intuition.
Yeah.
You know these things.
Yeah. So you're here to perform.
I am. 7 p.m. the Come and Go stage. I think it's like right over here somewhere. Really excited. I got an hour set. So even if you just want to mosey on through at like 7:30.
Well, this isn't live, but we all.
Well, this is speaking to the people who are out there. I'm putting the energy into the crowd.
I'm feeling the energy, certainly, and I think they are too. I see some faces that. Well.
Yeah, I had like 3 people that wanted to take pictures with me. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is it meeting fans?
It's cool to hear their stories, man. A lot of people have been rocking with me for a long time. So I'll get people that say, oh my gosh, I've been listening to you since I was like 7. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if that makes me feel good or not, but okay, thank you. But I've been doing this for a while now, like 12 years. So I started out on YouTube, and a lot of my fans have grown with me.
Yeah.
So it's always nice to meet people that actually really care about my journey and my story. So. And
that's what I kind of want to know about, is a little bit deeper in your journey. I talked to DJ Miss. He said that you guys kind of lived in a house full of music.
Yeah, it was me and like 8 dudes. He was one of them. And it was probably not the smartest thing that I could have done. But I really wanted to make music, and there was always music going in and out, people coming to like record and make beats. I was like the little sister of everybody. And I got a record deal in 2009 with Capitol Records.
Capitol Records? Why? Yeah.
We had the cool building in LA.
Yeah.
Yep. And I had a song that went to like 33 on Top 40 like 10 years ago.
What was that song?
Dollhouse. Yeah.
What's it about?
Me not being a Barbie. I don't know. I was 19. Don't judge me. But I came out around the same time as like Kesha, Justin Bieber, We the Kings, Hot Sean Ray. We all like went on this little tour, radio promo together. Jason Derulo.
You met Jason Derulo?
Yeah, we all came up together.
Bieber?
Yep.
Kesha? Yeah. She's here tonight. You gonna say what's up?
If there is an opportunity, I might say what's up. But I feel like a lot of times people don't really want to be bothered. Yeah. So I kind of just like let her do her thing.
Oh, sorry for bothering.
No, I'm fine. I'm pretty low maintenance.
But... You are fine. You were good looking.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, you aside from being beautiful, you have a great voice. Where did that come from?
Well, both my parents sing. So my father has like a very always and forever, like that kind of smooth Temptations voice. And my mom had this very loud Patti LaBelle, Minnie Riperton thing going on. Okay. I really just thought everybody could sing because like it was always music in my house. My dad played the trumpet. Okay. My mom was always making up songs. One of the things we would do is turn on the radio and like remix the songs. I don't know, just some
harmonize.
No, we would just make up new words like.
So you were kind of like that. Have you seen Step Brothers?
Yes.
You know that scene whenever they're driving down the road and it's Will Ferrell's brother and he's like perfect and they're all harmonizing.
Oh, not that. No, not that corny. But we would just like rap, just being silly. Yeah. We would just remix the words, and my mom. And one thing we used to do would like, we would turn on that song. I don't know who sings it, but a lovely day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we would see who could hold that longer, like the longest. So that's about as close as we got to like Step Brothers. Yeah. Exactly. Just like. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So they pushed you. They're supportive. Are they? I mean, they still listen to your music, yeah?
They were supportive up until a point, and then they weren't, and then they were again. Yeah. So I don't think they expected me to actually pursue it for real. Yeah. They wanted me to get a real job and go to college. I graduated high school when I was 17, and they were just like, "What? What is this? You want to do music? Like, no, you need to go to school." They tried to bribe me with a car and everything. And I just wasn't having it.
The forbidden fruit.
I was like, no, I want to sing. I don't need to go to college because I know what I want to do.
I can kind of relate because whenever I was, I wanted to be something a little bit different. I wanted to be a pro snowboarder. So I moved out to Colorado. And and then after that, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to work at McDonald's. I'm going to do this startup. And you ain't going to stop me. And she was like, yeah, I am. I'm stopped. So I ended up having to go back. And she talked me into it by saying, you got to get surgery on your shoulder.
Well, my mom didn't convince me to get surgery. But they definitely were angry at me for a while. And they realized that I wasn't giving up.
That's what you wanted to do.
Yeah. Then she started to support me. And then, you know, when I would be broke, she would send me like $200 or $300 every, you know, I don't want to say how frequently.
Nobody wants
she
to.
Would help me.
Nobody wants to say how frequently your parents help you, but she helped you.
She did. She helped me during my like transition phase of like moving to LA and trying to figure it out.
That's scary as a mom, you know, like.
Well, I think she really wanted me to do it. Like she came to the studio once. I was working with this producer named Al Shucks, which I don't know if you probably don't know who that is, but he's like really popular in the UK. And I think his grandfather his great grandfather invented the harpsichord or something like that. Don't quote me on that. That could be a lie. But anyway, we worked a long time ago, and she came to the studio and she saw the process. Yeah. And I think that was when she was like, okay, I'll leave you alone. Yeah. And then I started actually getting hits, and then she would be really excited. So, and now her and my stepfather are really happy. Like, they love that I'm doing this. And
so you do it full time?
Yeah, I don't do anything else. This is what I do. I write songs for other people, I make music, and I sing and perform. That's it.
Where do you think you'd be if you weren't doing music?
Wishing I was doing music somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm good at a lot of things, but I don't want to do anything else. Like, this is what I want to do. Like, I'm really good at it. It's easy for me to write a song, and, like, I guess it's more easy for me to interpret feelings. Like, I'm really good at figuring out how to tell what it feels like the moment you, like, kiss someone for the first time, or the moment you wake up. Like, I'm really good at explaining that.
That's what your songs and lyrics are about, is like those moments. Do you dwell on like specific times, like your first kiss? Like, do you have a song about that, or is it just kind of in that whole year of feelings, or do you write specifically about like one moment of your life? I mean, how's that look like?
It depends. I mean, normally I'll start with chords, and however the chords make me feel. Like, if I feel sad, then I'll try to like find something sad to write about. My writing, I don't really have like a set way of doing it. I just flow, and I don't put any restrictions on myself.
Now, whenever I make music, I'm gonna send you some beats.
Do it.
But my best music is whenever I'm the most angry or upset. Would you say some of yours is the best whenever you're more in a darker or more in a lighter time?
I think maybe that's because when you're angry or upset, your emotions are free-flowing.
Yeah.
You don't stop yourself, and you don't overthink. You know exactly what you want to say because you're pissed.
Yeah.
I just do that all the time. Like, I just don't block myself. I always am free. There's no such thing as... The only stupid idea is the one you don't say.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll give a disclaimer. I'll say, this could be really stupid. If you hate it, great. Give me a thumbs down. It won't hurt my feelings. But most of the time, it ends up being something cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just try to be honest.
You seem like you've been pretty honest with me here. You're really like...
Lie.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're very transparent. And that leads us to Colored. You got this new out. Tell me about that.
So my new album, Colored, I spelled it with a U. It means past tense. It's also the European and the Canadian spelling. It also has a lot of other deeper meanings, which, you know, has to do with like spirituality, which I kind of let people discover that for themselves, because I don't really like to push that on people.
Did you grow up in the gospel community?
I did grow up in church.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I still am like really heavy in church. I love Jesus.
Yeah.
Love the Lord, and I believe that I don't think people want to acknowledge God because then they would have to be accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
Which I think God loves all of us. He doesn't really care what you're doing, that's like religion.
Yeah.
I'm not religious. I'm spiritual.
Okay.
I've seen angels and I've had like really celestial experiences. So there's no one that can convince me that he's not real. But I try to like let people find that for themselves because
That's how it should be.
yeah, well, I know how I was before I got like really into it. I used to be like, what? I'm not praying. Are you kidding me? I'm not reading the Bible. No. But now that I'm like really into it, I'm like, oh my God, like that was so immature of me.
Yeah.
But you know, back to the record, a lot of that influence is in the record.
Yeah.
A lot of early country music is stemmed, you know, with the inspiration for the style of country music that is popular today stems from the gospel world and church. Also, it has a lot of West African influences, like the banjo is actually a West African instrument.
Okay.
And yeah, man, I tried to be as authentic as I could on this record. I didn't try to make, you know, super pop country records, even though I can do that. I just didn't want to. I wanted to tell my story, which that's what country music's about, is telling your story, telling the truth, being open and vulnerable. And a lot of people ask me, like, well, I have a song on the record called Land of the Free, which talks about being black in America. I had no idea 2 years ago that the climate would be what it is. That is just a true story. I think most of the world is just now finding out that this is what we have to deal with. A lot of times I'll hear people say, oh, well, maybe you're making it up or maybe you're imagining it. And conversely, when people hear the record, mostly people of color, hear that song, they're like, wow, this is exactly how I feel. And this explains my situation exactly. So, I mean, I think this record is about discovery. It's about inspiration. It's about showing people that there is more than just what they're being presented. That maybe if they take a little time and dig and discover, that they'll find that we're not so different. Yeah. And that a lot of the things that we enjoy come from other cultures, you know. Like
iPhones.
I really love pizza. That comes from Italy, so I'm just saying.
Mac and cheese, I think that came from Italy.
Really? I didn't know that.
Are you an Italian? Are you an Italian? Like, what's your favorite food?
I just really love pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could eat that every day. Probably shouldn't, but I would. I really would.
But if somebody came up to you and offered you a slice of pizza, you'd take it?
Probably not, because I don't want to die. But yeah, if there's like a choice between pizza and something else, I'll probably choose the pizza.
So, drowning or pizza?
Pizza.
Okay, yeah.
I think everybody might choose that. Well, if I'm drowning in a pool of money.
Or drowning in a pool of pizza.
Oh, ooh.
That's had to eat yourself.
That's tough. I don't know.
That'd be a situation. That'd be a hot mess.
It would be a tasty hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pepperoni? Pepperoni
or cheese with ranch.
Okay.
Yes.
You're a ranch cow?
It's got to be good ranch, though. Not like, did I gross you out?
Hidden Valley Ranch?
Yeah, well.
No.
It's got to be like the Hidden Valley powder that you mix. I'm a ranch connoisseur. I know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about because I know what I'm talking about and you know what you're talking about. That's...
Because you got to like...
Or like, you know, go Buffalo Wild Wings and like get their ranch. Or like...
I've never actually eaten Buffalo.
Or just any wing place. They always have the best ranch.
Right. They do. Yeah. Wingstop has the best ranch.
Original hot?
Actually, I like lemon pepper wings.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm not fast to judgment. If you go to Wingstop, that's my place.
And the fries are really good too. Yeah.
They put a little bit of sugar on there.
They're great all around. Wingstop, what's up? What's up with it?
Yeah. Shout out to Wingstop.
Yeah, man. Pizza and ranch. You got to eat all the cheese and leave a little bit of tomato sauce on the crust and then dip it in the ranch. Bella.
Do you know how to cook?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm really good at cooking.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Nothing. But I'm really good at making homemade pancakes.
Okay.
And like I call them red, white, and blue pancakes with like bananas, strawberries, blueberries, homemade whipped cream, some fluffy eggs, some bacon. Yeah.
You're gonna put IHOP out of business.
I don't know about that because I got like 8 good pancakes in me before I'm ready to sit down.
Or IHOB, whatever they're calling it nowadays.
Pancakes are definitely better than IHOP. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm gonna have to try them.
They're really delicious. That's how I got my husband. So I'm just saying.
You're married.
I am. I've been married for 3 years.
How's that?
It's great. You can catch my husband making a cameo in my video.
Okay.
I forced him to do it because it was free 99.
Nah, he did it because he loves you.
Definitely didn't.
But he loves you.
He does.
And you love him.
Me and I love him, and we are one big happy family. Yes.
Were you guys, I get LA, right?
Yeah, we live in LA where it is currently 120 degrees, and I'm so glad I'm not there.
Yeah. So this car is not that bad compared to.
Well, we can turn the AC back on and be like, I was thinking of you.
No, it's good. I've been out there all day long. Like, this is nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm starting to get a little toasty myself.
All right, well, we're going to turn on the AC, and you got that, Kaylee? You just got to push the AC button right there. A/C. Bottom right.
There.
Bottom right.
Keep going.
Bottom right. Other right. Other right.
Up. Bam. And maybe like, I think it's the fan in the middle. You see the 2 fans? Yep.
Yeah. I've never really done an interview in a car like this. Yeah.
There's a first time for everything.
Right. I feel kind of like I've done it in a tour bus or a tour van.
Yeah.
But never like in a van. You spend a lot of time in here.
Not particularly. We flew in from Atlanta this morning and then went to the hotel for a second. I had a chicken Caesar salad, took a shower, took a nap, meditated, did my makeup, and now we're here.
And now we're here.
Thank God we didn't have to drive because I'd probably be a lot more grumpy.
You ever been to Des Moines?
Once, a long time ago. Yeah.
Did you travel as a kid?
Not out of the country, but we drove a lot because my grandparents had a farm.
Okay.
But my dad was in the Navy, so we would drive sometimes from D.C., Maryland. We lived in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, Connecticut. Not all at the same time, obviously, but we would drive every summer, Thanksgiving, Christmas, down. It was like 14 hours. I wouldn't drive. I would be chilling in the back seat listening to my Backstreet Boys cassette.
What?
Yes.
Is that an influence?
I love Backstreet Boys, and I actually got to work with them, and the song never came out, but it didn't matter, because I was just like, I got to be in the studio with the band.
They're getting back together, aren't they?
I don't think they ever broke up. I think they just stopped making music for a minute.
Kind of sat back and
They were just like really rich.
They just put their feet up on the money.
Yeah. But they're super sweet. All of them are like so nice, and it's just like it was a childhood dream. I literally was obsessed with them in NSYNC.
Britney Spears?
I liked Britney Spears. I wasn't obsessed. I've worked with her before. She's
alright.
cool. I mean, I didn't spend time around her. It was just kind of like, hey, nice to meet you. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist that you've worked with?
Mariah.
Carrie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like obsessed with her. She's so nice. It's ridiculous. Maybe, I don't know if she's just nice to me or what, but
She always seems sweet on camera.
she's so nice. And she's really funny.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people think she's a diva, but I think she's just joking and people take her serious.
Yeah.
Like, because it's Mariah. You know, it's kind of hard not to.
Yeah.
But then she'll laugh afterwards or something. But she's a character. She's a star. That's what, that's what you do sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta kind of just laugh.
She's really sweet, really funny, and super talented. That's why she's... That's why
Couldn't hit the notes.
Yeah, what was it? Exactly like that. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I got one more question for you. Will you ask me a question?
I will ask you a question. What's your favorite color?
Oh, come on. You got to give me a better one than
What's
that.
your favorite smell?
What's my favorite smell? Honestly, probably pizza and ranch. We were talking about earlier.
Ranch?
Yeah, the combination of two, just sitting there.
Okay, that's a little weird, but all right. I'm not gonna judge you. My favorite smell is Pine Sol.
Yeah.
I will literally sniff it. I don't know if I should admit that on camera. Is that like?
No. You. I mean, as long as you're not up too close to it. But I mean, like.
No, I mean, I like pour it on the floor and then just.
Yeah.
Sniff it. It smells really good.
Can I change my answer to Pine Sol?
Yes, so we can be
Yeah.
incriminated together.
Yes. We'll be always ever known as the two that love Pine Sol.
Pizza and ranch.
That'd be a second on yours. Come on.
Sounds like
be honest.
band, Pine Sol Pizza and Ranch.
All right. Next
Sol
album.
Pizza.
No, next album. Pine Sol Pizza and Ranch.
What would that sound like? Oh, I don't know.
It'll be a hit.
A sweaty hot night.
And I can have the cameo in the next video.
Let's do it.
All right.
It's a date.
All right. Okay, so this is Interactive Media here with Priscilla Renea.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for it. You said it.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy the set tonight.
Yeah.
I will see you guys at 7.
I'll be taking your picture.
Well, hope you make me look good.
You got to smile at me and look at me.
I will.
Okay, cool.
I'll probably just stare at you the whole time.
My heart's going.
I have a habit of doing that. It's real awkward. I kind of like zone out when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
So I can't be responsible for what I do or say
Nice.
or look like.
All right. Well, again, thank you for tuning in. Check out the music. We'll have everything in the description below. You got a website?
I have a website, Priscilla-Renea.com.
Renea.
Yes, Priscilla-Renea.
Priscilla.
Ooh, almost. Priscilla-Renea.com.
So close.
So close, but
So
at
close.
least you pronounced it right.
Right. Yeah. That's what matters, right?
Exactly.
Again, thank you very much for tuning in, and hope to see you again. I really do.
Thank you, and thank you
Yeah.
for my wristband.
No problem.
Getting gifts out here.